You are capable of anything you put your mind to. And I feel like that's not talked about enough, or most people don't know that, or like don't want to talk about that because they think it's cringe, or it's not true, or not real, or it's manifestation bullshit, or like just really it's not a talked about or believed idea. And it makes me sad because a lot of people are missing out on the best life they could live. um Me personally, before I had started working in affirmations and manifestation and just believing in myself, even, I was miserable and I hated myself and I hated a lot of people and I held a lot of negative energy and I held a lot of grudges. And whenever I discovered, I kind of let go and I kind of moved on. And especially lately, I feel like I've been on a really positive and really, really good path. And even for me, that's really rare, especially since I've been looking back into these beliefs and these practices. And it just makes me sad that no one talks about this stuff. Um, and there's been a recent surge in kind of motivational and manifestation based videos that I've been seeing. Um, and it makes me happy to see those because I want more and more people to know about how to take control of their lives, how to live the best life that they could live. Because I remember what it was like to not be in those shoes and to not live the best life that I could live. And obviously, everything can always get better and everything can always get worse. So, you want to be in the best state you can be in for the time being because the only moment is right now. That is, future and past have not happened or have already happened. There's nothing you can do to change the past, and there's nothing you can do to see the future. So you may as well live in the now. And a lot of people are stuck in the past or in the future. I used to be stuck in the I used to be stuck in the future. Jeez, that was bad. And as soon as I kind of let go of the worry and the anxiety behind it, I've never felt better. And I just wish more people would do that because I meet so many miserable people. And I don't hold any grudge or I don't hold any hatred in my heart for them because I know that these people are misled and it's unfortunate because you live a life of misery. You can't really see anything positive. Everything is clouded by your misery, and you can't see the good in people. You can't see the good in yourself or just the average daily life. And so when you meet that person at the grocery store that gives you a weird look, or the kids in class that'll laugh at you, or the person on the road who honks their horn because you didn't go the second the light turned green, like, these are people who are miserable, and I wish they weren't, because that's not something that we're supposed to go through every single day. Yes, obviously life is supposed to have bad moments and life is supposed to have ups and downs, but that's the thing, is that the people aren't experiencing the ups, they're just experiencing the downs. And when they do experience the ups, they're too clouded by the past, and it just makes me sad. But I feel like most people don't know how to kind of keep themselves in the now. And I guess I'm gonna start making videos and documenting my process, because even whenever I lose lose my kind of footing, I look back at my music because that's how I've documented um my kind of emotional process throughout these last couple of years. And that's what I mean by I've been in a really good spot because, and this goes back to the original topic of you can achieve anything you want. Whenever I first started making music, I had no audience. I didn't have any audience at all. I was putting music into the void and I was getting nothing in return. And I was never discouraged because I wasn't doing it for the benefits of having an audience. I was doing it because I loved it. And I started to get a little more traction. And especially whenever last February I started producing on my own. I stopped using free beats on YouTube. I started learning how to produce and I started making every part of the music on my own. And that's whenever people started noticing me. And this is not a testament to my skill or my journey as an artist. This is a testament to how now, whenever the year ended and I got my Spotify Wrapped and all my stats, I look back and I see that in less than a year's time, I've gained an audience. I've gained people that look up to me, and I have people that reach out to me and talk to me and tell me that they enjoy what I'm doing or that they think that I'm cool or that they like my style and kind of the stuff I'm doing, and it makes me really happy. And this is stuff that I've dreamed about since I was a little kid. This has been my dream for years. And now that it's here and I'm really starting to realize that like I can achieve anything I want. I can do what I want. And it's one of those things that you either learn and then you put to practice or you never learn. Or you just I guess in my situation I learned it by kind of putting it into practice, which doesn't make sense, but it was like I had started making music, and at the time I was still looking into spirituality, but I wasn't super serious about it. And I guess it just kind of all happened at the same time. So I guess there's that. But you see what I mean with like the people who never learn it stay miserable, and the people who do learn it and put it into practice are always bright. They're shining. They are a beacon. And these people are the people that you want in your life, and these are the people that you really want to keep around, especially if they are in your friend group. And if you don't have these people, that's okay. That's one of those things that just comes with time and comes with a lot of experience and meeting new people because they're not going to be handed to you. These are people that are really rare, and I'm lucky enough to say that I have these kinds of friends. I've been through a lot of rough patches with friend groups and with relationships and with people in my life that didn't need to be in my life. But whenever I kind of let go of that search, because a lot of the times I was searching for these relationships, whenever I let go, people just came into my life. People that I would never have expected to get close with, people that I would have never expected to be my top people have become my top people. And it's really just kind of one of those things you have to let happen naturally. So if you don't have those people in your life, don't get discouraged and don't feel like it's all for nothing or that you're going to be alone even, because it takes time. And I know a lot of people say that, and I know a lot of people don't believe that, or at least they believe it but they don't care. Good things take time. Good things take time. And it is always worth it because I am way happier now than I was before I had put all of this into practice. And I'll make videos explaining how to just get better, because a lot of what most people need is not medicine or just a whole lot of doctor visits and money down the drain and stress. And this is coming from personal experience. A lot of what most people need is to introspect and to figure out what makes them miserable in their life, because it's usually something going on in your life that makes you miserable. So if you have the opportunity to remove that from your life and no longer have it's not a source of misery. It can't continue to affect you if it's no longer in your life. And that's what I want people to kind of put into practice, because the sooner that you figure out and look into yourself and find what makes you miserable, what clouds your joy, what makes it to where you can't achieve your dreams or you feel like you can't achieve your dreams, and remove it. If it's people, easy. Cut them off. Say a goodbye. You don't even have to say goodbye. But if you figure out that there's someone in your life that is sucking the joy from everything you do, you don't need them in your life. And it's hard to say goodbye. Trust me, I've been there before. It is hard to say goodbye. But when there's people that have wronged you and there's people that shit on your dreams, where are they serving you? When are they lifting you up? When are they making your life better to live? They're not. Simple answer. There's a lot of things that it could be, but the main thing I think is people around you and kind of your environment, I guess. Like, if you grew up in a shitty home as a kid, obviously you're gonna have problems. There's no way around it. So there's a lot of unpacking to be done with that, and that's a lot of stuff that you have to do on your own. That is stuff that, unless you have a therapist or a counselor, you can't really rely on other people to help with, because people are unreliable. And that's another lesson that I learned recently, is that it's okay to not expect anything from anyone, because we're all human. We've all stood before God. We've all failed. We are human. We can't always be perfect. And it's something that you have to learn. And if you learn it the hard way, that's probably better, because you won't make that mistake again. So learning that people will let you down and that's okay is very important, because then you won't look at people the same. But I don't think of that as a bad thing necessarily, because I don't let myself get hurt now. I don't let people take from me. I don't let people push my boundaries anymore. That was one of those things that I struggled with. It doesn't happen anymore. So, to top everything off, watch out for yourself. Keep yourself in check within your own persons, but also watch the people around you. If you notice that they make you unhappy or that you don't like the way they treat you or talk to you, reevaluate how much you really need them in your life. Maybe if you don't want to get rid of them, give them another chance and tell them that the way that they act upsets you, but don't continue to let it happen. Don't let it happen again. It's as simple as that. Um, that's all I really wanted to say. Um, Thank you for joining me. If you're watching to the end, thank you. I'll see y'all soon.